Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I would do almost like one last, push of like Arrow Guard content, just before the Scare Bastard Reathon comes up. So we are going to revisit the video that I did last year, and that is my rant on the Slob and Son of the Slob. So yeah, we're gonna watch it, and it's like a 36-minute video of me just ranting. Now keep in mind, I was tipsy when I did this video. I drank several things of Prosecco. And yeah, that should tell you all about that. Yeah. So I guess let's get right into this. Okay, we're starting off with the trigger warnings. That's good. And I put a big trigger warning. So, because I feel like, you need some trigger warnings with these kind of books. But I think it is given in the books. I'm not sure, but But I guess the covers will tell you. Because it is a big trigger warning. The cover will tell you what's going on. But, that's okay. So. Okay. Hi, hello. And here is my rant about the two most disgusting books I've ever read in my entire life, and I blame TikTok. Oh, my third inch. You see, like, what I mean by where I think I finally know my aesthetic now. Like my transitions in my videos, and then my intro to my videos, and like the theme of my thumbnails. This was at the point where I was still figuring that out, and this was I think I was still using like my old one for yeah, I don't even know, but I'm glad that that I don't use that anymore. Yep, that's what did it. See what you got this cup? Yeah. I was once upon a time, like a week ago maybe, I was scrolling on the TikTok, just scrolling mindlessly, having a good old time, and then I saw this video of this girl reacting to a book called The Slob by whoever it's by, I don't know. And then I'm sitting there like, ooh, Ray's kind of disgusting. And then my curiosity peaked, because if I see something that's like a reaction like that, I'm like, I'm curious. I'm gonna read it, And well, I got The Slob, and I got it Sunday night of last week, and I got so excited. Our lady was running down the stairs going, "The Slob! I got it in!" And then like read it, and then like I read it in 2-3 hours, and then I was just disgusted by the end of it. Sat on a couple days, and then there's a second book called Son of the Slob, right? So I sat there and I was like, should I get the second book? Should I really read the second book? But again, my curiosity peaked, and it killed the cat. My cat is dead. Like the cat is dead. She is deceased. She is 8 feet under, because the 6 feet wasn't good enough. She was stomped 3 more feet down, because yes. And oh, Raven, what book are you talking about? What books are you talking about? I can't imagine what these books are, and it's called The Slob. Son of the Slob. Take a look at this book. This is freaking look at it, seriously. I was like, the cover gets you, right? You're like, ugh. Stella. Right? Yeah, look at this little kid. He's sitting there like this goopy-ness, right? Well, I can try and get in like the little details as much as I can, because I don't know if YouTube's gonna be like, oh no, hell no, cut it out. But anyway, The Slob. The first one is by Aaron what? Beauregard? I don't fucking know.
It's Beauregard.
This Aaron guy.
Anyway, you could so tell, like, whenever I was making this video, I was, you know, not with, I was not, I was like, you could tell my eyes, like, look at that face. I had several of those glasses of Prosecco that I had, and this was at, I think it had to have been like 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night when I'm making this. It had to have been.
Of course it's a man. Of course it's a man. I'm sorry. And I'm excluding my husband out of this. When I say, of course it's a man, these men and stuff, I don't mean my husband, okay? Or the men that actually are good men, okay? So don't come from me when I say these men. So I'm talking about the men that are like this man. It's gonna come up with some disgusting shit like this, because a woman would not.
And of course I know a woman would, but again, I was just having a rant, and I was under the influence, okay? I was under the influence, so do not come for me. I was under the influence of alcohol.
A woman would not call it this disgusting stuff. I'm telling you. Okay.
They do.
Her name is Vera. The lady. I'm not sure if that's exactly the lady in the picture, but anyway, she basically lived in a horror house, and it was very, very gross. And then she had a cleaning. She had like a cleaning disorder, like, you know, where, like, you know, you're a clean freak, you know, that kind of thing. And she cleans the house, and she falls in love with a disabled vet. And they fall in love, they get married, they get a house, and they actually get pregnant. And they need to have money, so this dude comes up to our house and is like, oh my god, let's sell some vacuums. And the door-to-door sales stuff. And I can do this. I'm a woman. I can clean all that stuff. I know what it's like to clean and, you know, that kind of thing, because she, you know, she wants to put her things to test, right? So she sells all these bad vacuums and stuff, and she kind of runs out of the houses that she kind of was doing already, and then she goes down this deserted road.
Never go down a deserted road.
Number one, as a woman, don't ever go down a deserted road by yourself, because no. And she's pregnant, by the way, too. Keep that in mind. She's pregnant. Okay? And then she goes on this house, and then this disgusting man who's like overweight, tall, looking man. That man who's sitting right here, you know that guy? Disgusting man. And like he's kind of semi there, and she takes her in, and then she's like, let me clean the dirtiest piece of carpet there. He takes her to a room. And you wanna know what's up in that room? A dead person that's like splayed out like it's a carpet. Like, you know, like bears who are like they've obviously been hunted and killed, and then like they're just laid out. Literally, that's what that was. Disgusting man. And like he's kind of semi there, and she takes her in, and then she's like, let me clean the dirtiest piece of carpet there. He takes her to a room. And you wanna know what's up in that room? A dead person that's like splayed out like it's a carpet. Like, you know, like bears who are like they've obviously been hunted and killed, and then like they're just laid out.
Oh my god, that is.
Literally, that's what that was.
That's funny. Oh my god, I can't. Yep, a big old swig. I think I finished the whole thing that
she proceeds. She goes this horrific beating, and remember, she was pregnant, right? And he basically unalives her baby in her by taking a dumbbell weight and taking it like 25 dumbbell weight in her stomach, and then takes the vacuum. It like sucks, like actually goes in the hand. Actually takes his hand and like takes it in there, takes it out, and it takes like the remnants of what baby that she had, and, like feeds it to her.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I should put a bunch of trigger warnings in the middle of the video. I'll put it at the beginning of this video. So, trigger warning all inside. Anyway, but then he takes the vacuum. The vacuum that she was trying to sell to this man, and then like vacuums her insides. And then.
What are these sound effects that I am doing? Oh my god. It's like just...
But then he takes the vacuum. The vacuum that she was trying to sell to this man. And then the vacuums her insides.
What was that? No, I'm seriously. What is that? Another great pause face too. Oh my god.
And then
one last time.
The vacuum.
One last time.
The vacuum that she was trying to sell to this man.
Sell this man.
And then the vacuums her insides. And then he tells her to clean the room.
Clean the room. Why am I so dramatic? It's the Prosecco. The Prosecco gives me more confidence than I will ever have in my life. I'm telling you.
Yes.
This is
and it's basically a disgusting horror house with like disgusting people all around. Apparently, like it was like an underground thing that he was a part of, I guess, or some stuff or whatever they I don't know. Yeah. And he was eating. He would like put these women in like bodies through this little grinder thing, and then he'd like eat them. So gross. And like he also rapes her too. He rapes her, which is disgusting. Because like the way they describe his little ween is like having like trigger warning all over this part. His little ween has like big sores and pusses all up in it, and like apparently the other lady he had like several weeks before her, like apparently he sewed like her cooter up and stuff, and like he still used that door too. Ooh, like I'm mentally not well right now. But
not the cooter. I'm using the word cooter. Oh, and I think like at the end it was like a Japanese underground thing, something like that, and the women would be pureed. I think pureed, but I'll get confirmation on that once I reread these two during the readathon.
At the end of all this, after he like dies, I forget how she freaking murdered this man. I don't know, but yeah. She finds out she's pregnant by this disgusting slob of a man, and proceeds to the second book, which is a lot longer. So it's 8 years afterward, and obviously like Vera and her husband's marriage is suffering because like all the shit she went through. I guess like the state of their house is basically like a hoarder house, slob house now, because she reverted back to where her childhood was from because of all the trauma. So she's going through her face got mangled up too by like punching the freaking face and like just like beating the crap out of her. Ugh. And I said earlier today, because I got this book Friday night, and my husband was like, no, don't read that book tonight because we did something else. We had a good time last night, so I gotta say, because he didn't want me to have like be upset and stuff. So thank God I didn't read this book last night. But anyway, finished it today. But
TMI.
I said earlier today, thank God that like the first book didn't have anything about dookie up in it, but like some dookie eating.
But I was wrong.
If I was at the pool today, spoke too soon. Spoke way too damn soon. And I'm gonna need a minute for this one. Like, first one was bad, but like something about like when you add like fecal matter into the situation, like you add that up in there. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It adds another level. I don't know. It's like that was horrendous, but like when someone describes like fecal matter and like them. I don't know. I'm serious. Anyway, this kid. Okay, so the house, she ends up like reverting back to her childhood and having a big hoarder house and like disgusting trash everywhere. And she lost her job at the current job she had at the Hilton because her face is very mangled up. And they were like, it's a lot of complaints from the guests. and they laid her off, whatever. But like, no, you did it because you were discriminating against her face. And so they were struggling financially, so she's working at a hotel that's very scummy, who has drug dealers, hookers.
Hookers!
Yeah, there's a murder in the hotel later on. And also she's struggling with her little son. His name's Harold. Really, Harold. He's mentally challenged, and obviously he has some issues because he be doing some things. He's like 8 years old and is in a diaper, and he be missing that diaper, and he just be sitting up in it, and like, oh my god, how many pages? I want to say that. Oh, I think like 20 pages in. Hang on, let me find it, because I think it was like 20. Yep, 17 pages in. Yep. Yep, 17. Oh my god. Literally, it was like I was sitting at the pool, like I started the thing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the pool. I started this one from part 9 pages in, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the pool, and like what? 9, 1, 2.
Trying to math.
4, 5 pages later. 5 pages later, like literally, this little boy is sitting there. I guess he's sitting up in, he had his little diaper off, and he was sitting there just, and I guess he like messed himself. He duked on himself, and it was like piled up all upon him, and he was in there. He was eating it. He was eating his duke, his little dookie. Yeah, he was eating his dookie. Spoke too damn soon, because like a lot of this book surrounds by about like dookies, him duking or someone duking, and I'm like, eat it. Yep. So
The Prosecco, I'm telling you, gives me more confidence than you'll ever know. I am 2 different people when I'm on that Prosecco. I am swimming with confidence. Like, I could probably fly, I'm telling you. But I drink too much Prosecco. I believe I can fly. That's how confident I am.
and I guess like he was she had put him in a Catholic school that was free of charge for disabled kids, and well, that turns out the priesty and the nun, they were horrible too, because they didn't teach them really. They shoved them in a basement and they taught them, but like tortured them, because like we literally go in and then like we witness like one of the disabled kids drinking some bloody fecal pee thing, congealed thing out of a bucket, because she didn't say something right. Yeah, and then Harold, poor Harold, the little disgusting boy, he literally was ordered, and he had his little sack like smushed by a big math book, because he didn't know what 3 + 4 was, or something like that, or 3 + 1. So literally, like, as you read this book, you're discovering that like all the depraved things he's learning. He's literally learning from like the priests and then the nun. Because later on that day when he goes home, like he smushes, because like I guess the wife and the husband, they were in office therapy, and he was actually gonna try and make a change. Like, maybe this is like a good thing. Maybe I can try and make him my son, even though he's really not my son, that kind of thing. And literally you see him with his math book smashing a rat and then eating the rat. And then that's when he leaves. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm gone. Because like he fought in Vietnam, so he's got like some PTSD from that too. So, and then that happens, and what else does he do? Oh, Harold, before that, he actually takes someone's urn of their dead grandmother and eats the urn. He eats like the burned ashes. This child is unhinged. And then what else does he do? Oh my god, like besides the dukes. I guess after that, him eating the rat and the innards and all that stuff, I guess after Daniel leaves, the husband, Vera, takes him to room 13 at the hotel, which she had to clean up a murder scene there because someone got murdered, and she had to clean up that kind of scene because, like I said, because the police don't do that. leave it up to the help, I guess. And she has a whole PTSD thing because, like, it's the vacuum that she was told to clean up the room is the exact same vacuum that was used on her to, like, suck out the remains of her baby. So yeah, after this gets all cleaned up, she meets a hooker, and then she kind of connects with her in the way because, like, about abuse and stuff. And after that, since Daniel left, she has to take little Harold because she doesn't want to take him to oh wait, was that before or after? I can't remember. Was it? It was after. No, because he was his day off, right? I can't remember which of it came where because it was so unhinged. Was it? Let me look. I'm telling you, like, something happened before that. Why she had to store him in there? No.
I think he got kicked out or something.
No, that was after. Oh, it was after because it was before. So she takes him because like she obviously didn't have no one to watch him. So she took him in that room after it was all cleaned up. And I guess the hooker comes back, hops in the window, and she has like some drugs that was snow dust. You know, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So he like eats that. Because, like, whenever she gets in, she bumps her head, knocks herself out. And then, of course, he's having hallucinations about his dad, the slob. And, like, he mutilates her brutally and violates her sexually. Her innards. Yeah. And then, like, the mom walks in on that, like, afterward that happens. He's just chewing on a bone. Chewing on her freaking rib bone. Doing that, and then like literally she cleans it up for him because she's like, I can't be doing it. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. She was so stupid. And then she kind of ends up locking him in his own room, and she sends back off to school. And then he had school that day, and I guess the nun lady literally was like, you get detention. And this lady's sick as hell.
She's sick as hell. She's sick as hell.
He had school that day, and I guess the nun lady literally was like, you get detention. And this lady's sick as hell.
Sick as hell.
Sick as hell. This is where like at this point where like you almost like you don't feel bad that he did that to her, but then it's like also like you're a disgusting little child. You should not have been born. You should have been aborted. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
But then again, it's also like he's also learned this behavior.
Again, I was under the influence. I say some unhinged things, but I've also read unhinged things before this, and I was under the influence. So don't come after me. Under the influence.
Behaviors because of them, the nun and the priests. You know, I don't know, man. Like, give me a minute.
Up now the guzzle.
Oh my god. I'm contemplating my life right now and why I did this. This is why curiosity kills the cat. My cat. That's why I said my cat. Like, she is dead. 8 feet under. Like, she's 6 feet under there, but then, like, she was stomped 3 feet more under because it sucked. Like, if you're like, don't do it. Don't do what I did, kids. Okay, so the nun, I guess she has like this little secret thing that she does. She has like, you know, rosary and cross. Like she has it like stuff shoved up her bum. Up the bum. Up the pooper scoopers. And she's like, oh my god, what the hell does she say? I can't.
Oh my god, what does she say? Because I don't remember.
She literally says, I gotta find it. It's like you.
I'm bookmarking things next time. Stella, what you doing? She's sniffing. She's always sniffing.
That's way farther down. Okay, hang on.
Hey, Belle. You wanna come over here?
I'm finding it because I'm gonna tell you what she said. Like, even like the little pictures that's open there, it suck too. It's called the detention. She's literally bent over. She took down her crusty dusty undies, which they said was crusty dusty basically, but like more vile way. She's bent over like the disc. Like it's like she's old and wrinkly too. She's like 60 something, so she's like old and wrinkly. And then she literally says, "Yes, take the Lord, take all of him." And she's basically making him pull like the rosary out of her bum. And as he's pulling it out.
Hang on, someone texted me.
Out like she's like duking everywhere, like duking everywhere. And then he had the great idea of just strangling this woman, like killing her. Which I mean, I don't blame him everywhere. And then he had the great idea of just strangling this woman, like killing her.
What was that?
Everywhere, like duking everywhere. And then he had the great idea of just strangling this woman, like killing her. Which I mean, I don't blame him. And then still gonna about killing her. And then as she falls down and she's dying, she falls in her own dupe that she duped on the floor. Like so she's like gross. So it's like, you know what? We can't really blame little Harold for that, honestly. Only because like he was being sexually abused by like this lady. Because there's a bunch of Polaroids and being sexually abused by this woman and then the priest. But then he also like whenever the mom gets there, she walks in and he's like taking this rosary and the dupe that's around the rosary and he's like eat it, eating the dupe off of the rosary, the beads, like. Literally. I'm gonna make this up. He really did. This Aaron motherfucker. Did this. I can't do this.
Yeah, no dookie balls.
I can't blame him for killing the nun. Because, like, she was abusing.
I'm trying to justify it too. Look, I'm like, I can't even blame him for killing the nun. But he ate little dookie balls off a rosary.
Him. So teaching him and, like, you know, whatever. And he learned behaviors that like,
I'm just
that he was learned. The violent tendencies was obviously learned by the nun and the priests. Obviously. I mean, like, but it's also like, oh my god. And of course, the mom, she covers up the murder. She tries to do it, but yeah.
She puts
so
him
she
down
would
there.
just lock him in his bedroom for like a little bit. And like Daniel, the husband, ends up coming back. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make this better. And he's like, he feels so bad. He's like, you know what? She was there for me when I was in a bad spot. I should be there for her. And he actually like was like, you know, maybe I should start cleaning up the house. And he goes to Harold's room, like, hey, you know, let's start cleaning up the house together. Son, calls him son for the first time. And the kid, like, for some damn reason, had a thought of like, humans go in the bag. For some damn reason. And like he's also like, he was like confused, like, oh, what he's doing. Okay, and then he like kills Daniel. And like he sits. He's like has a vaporizer on his head, and then once he's like sitting on the ground because he's disabled. Daniel, he smells like his old dupe that he had in his diaper, and then he freshly duped in the diaper on top of the old diaper dupe that he had in there, and so he's smelling not only old dupe but fresh dupe because he's actively duking as he's like killing the man. Just I don't want to know why this Aaron person, this motherfucker is like interested in duking and like people eating it and then just doing it in a diaper. Like, does he have a fetish of some sort? Like, I need to know because like
I would say he does not.
And of course, like the mom comes home and she's like, because like there's this investigator that was involved. Like, I need to know because like why? And then of course, like the mom comes home and she's like, because like there was this investigator that was involved. You know, because like why?
Wait, what?
And then of course, like the mom comes home and she's like, also there was this investigator that was involved in the whole thing because of the murder at the Hotel 13, right? So they were investigating her, just, you know, interrogating her, asking her questions and stuff. And obviously, because, like, the freaking nun lady went missing that was connected to her. So murder at her hotel that she worked at. And her son's teacher went missing. And literally, like, she came home and her husband was dead. And she literally saw, like, there was a bag around his head. And she undid the bag. And there was a rat in there eating his face. And she stabs the rat because she's like she's going nuts at this point. And then she finally sees her son. It was like, people go in there. Or something like, he says something stupid like that. And she tries to kill her son. And right when she cuts him, actually. But then right when she starts to try almost kill her son, the end of this depraved little human, the cop comes walking in and kills her. And then she sees, like, the two dead bodies down in the basement. Oh, there's this other freaking scene I'm gonna tell you about. Literally, this little Harold boy, he literally goes down to the basement.
This little Harold boy. Harold boy. This little Harold boy.
And he makes, like, a cross.
Oh my god.
Symbol with fresh Duke and rat innards and vomit.
All the things.
And he's naked when he did all that too.
And he's naked.
So he was praying to this little, like this monstrosity of a sign he did. So they see all that. So they are thinking, like, oh, she was the crazy one who was abusing. In the Polaroids, they got the Polaroids of the pictures that the nun and the priest was making, and of course she took those. So it makes it look like she was actually abusing little Harold boy, and she wasn't. It was the nuns. It was a priest, and I'm like,
It was the nuns and the priests, you guys.
And then, like, the house was, like, disgusting. So it looks like she was abusing him when she wasn't.
He wasn't.
And then like, we go to the scene where this little priest was, like, at, like, the nun's funeral. And, like, he's, like, doing a sermon. And then, like, he's checking off, like, behind the pew. Behind, like, the little desk thing that you were on there. We were speaking out to people. He's and, like he had it at an angle where, like, the altar boys can see him, like, doing his thing. It's like, the children she touched, and he got excited about it. And then he, like, was trembling, and he was like, I'm sorry, it's such a hard time. When really, he was just releasing himself.
Really, he was releasing himself. I'm telling you. Prosecco gives me confidence like no other. It's, you know, so much confidence where I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. That's how much confidence I got. I'm gonna say it. The power of the Prosecco.
Why? This may be too much for people, but I just have to let my thoughts out on the interwebs because I just can't handle this. Because if I gotta know it, then you gotta know it. I'm sorry. Like I saw someone's reaction. That was kind of nasty, like horror nasty, like maybe like the Terrifier nasty. You know what I mean? Fine, but like I'm giving you the full disclosure right here on the channel, so you know not to read this book, okay? Unlike some people who do not give that full disclosure, you just think, okay, she's in a hoarder house. You don't think like the nasty, like you think like discussing hoarder nasty moves, like discussing trash everywhere, but like not like body fluids everywhere, and not like the rape or the unaliving of like an unborn child or something like that, or like nuns and priests being that nasty, or like a nun like just shedding herself because she likes it and getting off on them. Like who in the right minds likes to duke on themselves? Oh my god, yes, the why. It's like I can't. So I just wanted to give you guys a full disclosure and hear me rant about it, because like I was not giving that full disclosure, and I looked and maybe I should have done a little bit more research, but like, you know what, but there may be these full trigger warnings of like the things, okay, literally, okay, what trigger warnings on the wrong report, literally, I think
what about the ending?
in this physical book I got, there's no trigger warnings.
Damn. QR code. I didn't see.
There's not. So
Oh, QR code.
not this one.
The trigger warning is in the cover. The cover tells you all you need to know. Obviously, I was under the influence. Do not come for me. I was under the influence.
See? It's not. See? No. No trigger warning making of this at all. I don't know who, like, literally there's nothing. Like, with these books, like, I mean, obviously, like, the cover's pretty telling of, like, some sort of something. Like, you think, okay, you see, like, she's, like, obviously being tortured of some sort, and there's disgustingness behind there, like, it's
That's your trigger warning.
House. Like, maybe, like, something like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, you've seen that stuff, like, you've seen, like, the movies, like, you see disgusting dead bodies everywhere, dishes piled up, it's fine. That's what I thought I was getting into, obviously, like, this what, I mean, the slob, I thought, like, ooh, okay, Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, like, gross, bloody, everywhere, but, like, nothing, like, an unaliving of a baby, and you literally, like, take it out, you feed it to her, like, oh my god, I can't.
Under the influence.
So, you got my whole rant, and my full disclosure of everything that was discussing that in this book. So if you want to read this, go right ahead. But you will not be mentally well after this.
And I'll be doing that for the whole month of
October
October.
right now. I'm mentally unwell right now. I don't know what to say right now besides that. But, yeah. I didn't mean for, like, my next video to be, like, something like a rant. This is actually an impromptu video, to be honest, because I was like, you know what, I need to make a video about this because I was so unwell. I'm so unwell about this. I may, like, put this together tomorrow and then, like, you know, put it out. Like, YouTube may not like me since I said a lot of details. But I didn't say.
Obviously,
so maybe they won't be.
Obviously, it did because I got 7.7K views.
Like, I don't know. Like, my thoughts is like, only a man, like, not my husband, obviously, or like any man that's like my husband, who's actually a good man, not the actual good man out there. Okay, so don't come for me. Would actually think of something like this.
And again, I was under the influence. Don't come for me. I was under the influence. Some things are said when you're under the influence because you're just like, you're just saying things. Don't come for me. Under the influence.
Like, literally, like the depravity of women, the depravity of, like, that, like, typically, like, research has shown, like, typically, like, the poop fetishes, stuff, you know, when, like, up in that, like, you're into that, it's typically a man's thing that gears towards. So, of course, it would be a man that would think of something like this. And when you see his freaking photo,
oh god, I'm judging. I'm judging his photo hardcore here. I just know I do, and I absolutely don't mean to. I was under the influence, okay?
Look, hang on, let me see. Oh, right, I got the first edition. He looks like this. If you can see any of that. Literally, he is, like, dressed in...
And obviously, he's dressed up, you know. You know, because he's a horror novelist, so of course he's dressed up like a horror novelist. Obviously, now, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't judge her, I wouldn't pass any judgment on what Arthur looks like right now. But again, I was under the influence at this point, so I would never, like, judge anybody for what they're dressing up like to help promote, like, their books or anything like that. I wouldn't do that now. Actually, I haven't ever, besides this one point, because I was under the influence and I was just going on a total tangent rant thing. But anyway, not cool of me.
In like a white shirt and shorts, and he has like a clown face, makeup, mask on. Bitch.
Bitch.
This is so telling about how this man is.
It is so not telling because I know nothing about this man.
There's a picture in the second one. He's got a mask on. So obviously he's got something going on.
Obviously, bitch, you're wrong, because obviously he's trying to, you know, help promote his book. He's dressing up for his book, obviously. A dummy. Maybe he didn't want people to know what he looked like. I mean, shoot, singers do that. Slipknot does. And I'm a fan of Slipknot. Slipknot wears masks while they're singing. And doesn't that one guy who DJs, he wears like a big square thing on his head or something? Again, I was under the influence, okay? Don't come for me, I was under the influence.
He's got something else going on. That's why he's putting his stuff in his books.
He ain't got nothing
No
going on.
person who thinks about this kind of shit, literally shit, they're not mentally well, obviously. Like, obviously they got something going on.
Are any of us mentally well at this point?
I'm serious. Like, they can't. Like, I mean, like, shit.
Well, I'm really
Stephen King
sunburned.
came up with some shit that was kind of, but like this kind of stuff.
He was on drugs. Stephen King was also on drugs, though. When he wrote Tommyknockers, and he don't remember that. I don't think I read Tommyknockers at this point, but yeah.
Stephen King stuff was like, the worst that he made was like maybe like It, that one scene, if you know what I mean. As far as I know from what I've read. But like, nothing like this. Stephen King he doesn't write shit just for shock and gore, just for shock and gore. That has like a common theme of like, this man got a fetish or something.
He ain't got a fetish.
This Aaron man, he's got a fetish. I'm telling you, I bet you he does. That's why in the pictures that we have of him in like these books, has like him wearing a mask of some sort and like him covering his face and like, yeah, you can't tell me. Can't be no different. That's my opinion. You cannot change it for me.
I did change it in my opinion. I did change it just because I'm not under the influence. And I did go in as not knowing who this dude was. And obviously I enjoyed what I was reading. Because I'm doing a whole month of reading his books now. Slap her around a little bit. Slap.
My husband has advised me not to buy any more of these books. I'm gonna take his advice on that because it's
I didn't.
Being in that mindset, reading something like out of like someone who actually thought this up, who thought of this, and put it on paper and published it, and people are reading it. Just because of curiosity, is like, oh my god, it's like, this is like extreme shit. So, literally, I can't. So no, I want to stick with my Stephen King, or like, you know, like my Hannibal. Like literally, I thought, you know what? The stuff that happened on like, it's Hannibal, yeah, Hannibal. This one, like the
yeah.
So that I read in that, I thought that was gonna be terrible, but like, damn, that was nothing compared to what, like, you know what? When you read like The Exorcist. You know, the cross scene with Reagan. You think that's bad?
Oh,
well,
forgot about that.
Well, think again, y'all. These two are worse.
Of course, they're they're meant to be worse. It's a whole genre. Duh.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this video because I need to I think I ran it long enough. It's like this is like a 35-minute video. So I hope you guys are having a better night than I am, or a better day than I am. Mentally, because like it was a lot for me. I thank you for sitting down with me about this rant. Sitting down with me, listening to my rant, even though it's like a lot of like just straight up honesty. and what happened in this book that I just read. I feel like you guys will appreciate that, because you know what, I don't want to hide. I don't want to hide anything from you guys. Like you know, just seeing like people's reactions, like a timeline of these, don't really help. I feel like you really need to like just say, hey, this is what's going on in this book. Not just have like just reaction video of you reading it before you go into it. So people are like, oh, you're acting kind of gross, and like when they see the cover, like they're not going to think about it. Thinking, ooh, it's like, you know, kind of like
They're gonna think, ooh, it's gonna be
me. Like I thought,
no, I
that's
think
what
what I
I
was
thought.
thinking.
To be honest, like I can see like this little kid, he's sitting in some filth and stuff. He's like eating whatever, and he's kind of gross, right? I'm thinking, ooh, maybe he's, you know, I don't know, maybe like maybe he's Leatherface, you know. That's what I thought. I don't know, like
I don't know what I thought, but apparently I thought that. I don't know.
I could never guess the stuff that was up in there with like the Dukes. And,
Not the Dukes.
Like, oh my god, I can't. But anyway, I hope you guys appreciate my honesty and me just breaking this down for you, and my rant, because it's just a rant. Because I just let this out with somebody, because I'm sure my husband does not want to hear about this. He don't. I showed him, like, I texted him at the pool saying, hey, I spoke to you soon about poop eating. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I spoke to you soon. And basically talking about the nun part, and then the little boy eating up off the balls of the rosary. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can't. It's all about the vacuum part, too. And the 25-pound dumbbell.
Is it 5 pounds or 25?
Yeah, I think that's about how you can handle it. Because I figured, you know, like, if I'm reading this, that means that I gotta share it with you, too. Sorry. But this is a big warning to you guys. Do not read this book. Do not read this.
Read them. Just read them if you want to.
This man who's got, like, some sort of fetish.
And again, what is up with me judging him? I was super judgmental in this video. Oh wait, at the end of the video, I was super judgmental.
Hell, he may not, but I don't know. Like, let's not support him for him.
Why am I saying that? Why did I say that?
And disgusting stuff.
Why did I say that?
Don't do it.
No, why did I say that?
Even though I did. So it's at my risk for you guys, okay? You do not support this man.
Why am I doing that?
Okay, don't do it.
That's not cute.
Don't do it.
I'll address that at the end of that. I'll just my last 10 minutes.
A better morning, day, evening, night than I am. And I hope to see you in my next video, which will probably be like my video of like basically why I've been gone for a while, and my new life updates and how well I'm doing besides today, and what I've been reading lately, which has been great because I'm reading a Stephen King book, which is way more lower than the books that I just read last week. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Okay, so that was me reacting to me ranting on the slob and son slob. First and foremost, I want to address my super judgmental comments, like in the last 10 to 15 minutes of that video. Obviously, I don't mean any of that now that I'm not under the influence of anything. So, that is wrong of me to judge somebody, or like any author or anybody, just based on the way they look in their book, that, you know, when they just do like their bio and things like that. And, you know, we should not do that. And we should not say, please don't support this author because of the way they look. That's not right. Come on now. That's like number one. And me saying like only men would think this way. Obviously not only men would think this way. Obviously women would do too. Obviously. But I'm sorry about that. Of me being super judgmental. I didn't realize how judgmental I was at the time, because obviously I didn't remember most of that video because it was just a impromptu rant because I was drinking. And, you know, we all say things that, you know, we don't mean when we're drinking, because, you know, we're not really thinking normally, because, you know, you're, you know, obviously there were some funny things in that video, but like the last 2 minutes, not cool, not cute. So, lesson learned there. I obviously didn't realize it. I think someone actually made a couple comments, I think, and I I don't know how, I don't remember how I responded to that. I need to really go back. Let me see. I'm going back and I'm looking and see my comments. Thank you for full disclosure. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, someone actually did, say that. I think I replied. I don't remember, but anyway, obviously I wouldn't say these things now today. Or I think it's like the very first thing that I think that's like the only time I've ever said something like that. If not, let me know. I wouldn't do that now or ever, because now I'm not under the influence of anything. And obviously I like this author because I bought more of his books. I am doing a whole readathon dedicated to his books because they intrigue me, and I just want to know more about what things he comes up with, obviously. So, lesson of the day, people: don't judge authors by the way they look in their bios in the book or what they write about, unless it's like something that's like really, like Hitler things. If it's like Hitler stuff, then judge only one if it's Hitler content. Hitler related things, like, then judge. But no, but don't judge authors by what they look like in their bios, because obviously he doesn't do that all the time. Because I've seen him on his TikToks, I've seen his face. He seems like he's a cool ass dude. Now that like I've actually done my research and dove deep into his stuff, and obviously I'm getting his the Benjamin promotion box. I'm getting that for an early birthday present. So obviously I don't actually feel that way about him. So sorry about that. Lessons learned. See, I feel like it's nice to go back and rewatch your old stuff to see how you said things, so you can you can keep yourself in check. Always keep yourself in check. So hold yourself responsible, which is what I'm doing now. So cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rewatch of my rant on the slob and son of the slob, and watching me check myself and hold myself responsible. So learning lessons today, and I had a couple laughs here, so that's good. So I guess another lesson: hold yourself responsible, and have a couple laughs along the way, and humble yourself, because everyone needs that. And I hope you guys join me on the Scary Bastards readathon, because obviously I'm doing that in the month of October. I'm very excited about it. So we're going to do that. And then I hope that the Benjamin box thing that I got for my birthday, it'll come in the month of October. So I'll do a whole separate video on that. We'll unbox it, see all the cool things, and I'll see if I can squeeze that in there and see if I can squeeze it in there. If I can't, it's okay. But yeah, so I'll see you on that readathon. So I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, day, evening, night, wherever you guys are at in the world, and I will see you on the Scary Bastards readathon. Bye.